yeah! It's the mecca of all MotorMaster Monday main events, folks. It is the 2019 NASCAR MotorMaster Series Championship race at Homestead. We're going to start the broadcast off by bringing you an interview with each and every single one of the four championship contenders here at Homestead-Miami Speedway. First of all, we're going to start with Info, driver of the number 88 Chevy Camaro. Now, Info, you've got 6 wins this season. You won the race at Texas in the round of 8, the second one, so you knew for a week there that you were locked in at Homestead, gave you a bit of extra time to maybe prepare and practice for this race. What do you think of your chances entering tonight's main event?
I'm going to say my chances are somewhat high. I wouldn't say like 100% high, but like probably like 85%. It all depends on if they got a better car than me, but I don't know if they do or not. So.
The competition is so evenly matched. The wins have been spread very evenly this season. 6 wins, 4 wins, 3 wins, 6 wins across the top 4 drivers here at Homestead-Miami Speedway. Is there anybody you got your eye on?
Yeah, I'm going to say all 3 of them, because mostly I know all 3 of them, and almost a whole bunch of other games. Like I know Napa off of Call of Duty. I know D-Nub off of Call of Duty also. Stranded, I know him off of Madden. We all been, all together before. So I'm going to say
With
all
a
3
Brady
of them are
bunch.
going to be all 3 of them are going to be a really big impact on this race with me.
All 4 drivers that made the Final Four did not make the Final Four for the Truck Series race. Just goes to show you how evenly matched everybody is in this series. And you've had a solid season full of consistency, but tonight, as you probably know, you're going to have to go out there and win this race to win the championship. Do you think you got the car to do it?
I hope I do, but I don't know. We'll find out here in a little bit.
Awesome. Thanks for taking the time to join us, and good luck to you tonight in the championship race.
Thank you.
Going to move along now. Get an interview here with Anthony Trippi in the number 22. He picked up 2 wins in the round of 8, one at Kansas, one at ISM Raceway. First of all, we got to ask you about the race earlier tonight at ISM Raceway. There was definitely some sort of pit strategy involved, and we want to know exactly how you did it.
Well, first of all, I'm bad at ISM. I'm terrible. The one thing I know at ISM is that you save a lot of fuel though. So I knew that I was in a pit of 30 to go, 29 to go, and hope the tires would hold up, and that's what I did, and they did. So
You
just
ran
chilling in
a
the back, kept the car clean the first 2 stages, and then I was right there in the final stage, just chilling in 4th, 5th. Caught to the back bumper and then pitted with that, and it just happened. I had 4 seconds on them, so.
You've tallied 4 wins this season, 2 of them coming in the playoffs, and you've had a season of ups and downs. You've had good momentum and bad momentum. Right now, you seem to be on a good momentum run. Do you think it's going to carry forward to tonight's championship race?
Yeah, I really do. Homestead's one of my better tracks, I would say. Better than most of my tracks in this game and stuff, so. Way better than ISM, so.
We know that it's not easy to get in this position to battle for a championship. We know that you've been working with some drivers throughout the season, practicing and working together. Is there anybody you would like to thank for getting into this position, someone who may have helped you along the way?
I'd like to thank the 3 playoff drivers for one, because usually we're up with the Brady bunch practicing before races anyways. I'm going to thank Fluffy, Cody Giles, and, what's his name? Nate, whatever his last name is.
Ah, okay, very good. See, a driver with less pressure is one to watch, especially in a pressure type of race. So Anthony Trippi might be one to watch, guys. Thanks very much for joining us, and good luck in the championship race.
Thank you.
Shifting gears now to the number 98 driver, Nick Donfrancesco, making it into the Final Four by 9 points. It was a bit of a close one. You were battling for the lead a lot there at ISM Raceway earlier tonight. You didn't really get the stage wins, but you got a good finish. You got good stage points, and here you are. You've made it to the Final Four. Tell us what that means to you and your race team.
Uh, told you before, we're here to, take home the big prize at the end of the season. But this team's been really working hard trying to get us here, and we're finally here. So we're gonna do the best we can, try to take home the win.
3 wins, 23 playoff points this season. You've put up some very impressive numbers. There's a lot of fans on social media following us on Instagram and Facebook that are pointing their fingers at you as the favorite, perhaps, to win the championship. Do you agree with them? And how does your car feel today at Homestead-Miami Speedway?
I'd like to agree with my fans, but I don't know if I got the car to get it done. But we'll have to wait and see how it all plays out. And crap.
You're a man of few words, but we're going to get a couple more out of you. I got one more question for you. Same question I asked Anthony Trippi. Easy for me to say. Is there anybody you would like to thank for maybe helping you get here to the Final Four? It's not easy winning a NASCAR championship, and you've got a shot to do just that tonight. Anyone you want to thank?
Flyest Kid, for one. Definitely Info and D-Nub, making me race as hard as I had to get here. Stranded also, and pretty much everybody I raced with this season, making me work hard for it.
Excellent. We wish you the best of luck tonight at Homestead-Miami Speedway. Good luck in the race.
Thank you.
Final driver here in the the Final Four rather at Homestead-Miami Speedway. Driver of the 00 Ford Mustang, Dakota Bro. 6 wins this season, Dakota, but you had a very rough round of 8. In fact, at ISM Raceway, you were in the top 5 all race long when you suffered an engine failure, an internet connection failure, and you went out of the race. However, you got the message letting you know that you advanced to the Final Four. After thinking for a little bit that you weren't, what went through your mind when you got told you were advancing to the championship race?
Man, this 00 team has been strong all season. We came off strong. Tried to finish strong. These last couple weeks kind of been hard on us in between the engine failures and so on and so forth. We've gotten a couple accidents early in the chase as well, and kind of held us back, but we kind of tried to fight our way back, and man, every stage point that I got counted, and I'm just glad I could be there throughout the races and hold the consistency to lock me in. This is my first round of 4, and Homestead was my kryptonite. That's a bad track for me. I don't know why every time I go there, it don't go in my favor, and it puts me out of the Final Four, and I can finally say I made it in, and I'm here to play, boys. I'm usually pretty quick here, and I'm excited. This is the first time, and I hope it's well.
Yeah, I spoke to you before the broadcast began, and you pointed out to me something that I've thought about before. You've put good seasons together many times here in NASCAR, but when it comes to the playoffs, something just always seems to happen that prevents you from making the Final Four. And it kind of made me feel like the Toronto Maple Leafs curse, not being able to beat the Boston Bruins in the round one. But you've accomplished that. You've overcome that hurdle. What does that mean to you? You're battling for a championship. You've made it to Homestead.
Man, just hearing that I made it, it gave me the extra oomph to be what I need to be for this race. And these guys that I'm battling with are the guys I've battled with all season. I mean, there's only a couple guys missing in this chase. This whole chase breakdown this season is the closest chase that NASCAR's ever had. Every breakdown you look at, every time we were cutting drivers off, there was 4 or 5 guys going at it, and it held tight contingencies all the way up. And man, this Final Four, man, these last 3 or 4 races have been the most craziest races, and I'm just glad that this 00 made that last spot, and hopefully we can come home with the championship.
Haven't asked you this yet. How does your car feel at Homestead-Miami Speedway? Have you been testing here?
No, sadly, in between work and things, it's kind of been hard to get on in practice, but I've only laid probably about 10 laps around there, and hopefully I can come up with something as the race goes, and hopefully something will prevail. It's either I make it or I don't, but either way, out of these 4 guys, the one that gets it really deserves it. We've all busted our ass day in and day out, and tried to stay on top of everybody, and it came down and it showed at the end. These points are so tight. This is the closest run we've had, and man, it's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun race and a fun battle because I know it's going to be tight, and I'm stoked and I'm ready, and I just hope it goes well.
It sounds like Dakota Bro is winging it, and we've seen him win many races this season while winging it with very little practice. Good luck to you tonight in the championship race.
Hey, thank you,
can I
Ty.
add something before you sign off?
Absolutely. What would you like, Nick?
Hey, Dino.
Yep.
We may be teammates. Oh,
Hey,
one
it
time,
ends today. It ends today. That rivalry becomes today. Good luck, bro.
Don't y'all start
We've done
that
good
now.
all season. We've done good all season. Good luck, dude.
We'll hit the apron in fall again.
Yeah, I'm ready for it. Let's get it, boys.
Excellent.
Let's
You
get
heard
it.
it here first on the NOSSCAR Series YouTube channel. The teammateship is out the window here at Homestead-Miami Speedway between Dakota Bro and Nick Don Francesco. The gloves are off at Homestead. It's MotorMaster Monday. It's main event time. Qualifying beginning shortly, and we will bring you live coverage of the race once qualifying is complete.
Kick him out of the party. Nobody likes him.
Man, everybody, yeah, cool.
I mean, she's in a grave, so yeah. I live with my dad anyways. I didn't like my mom.
Wow.
Well, they got divorced anyways, so it doesn't really matter. No, she would always get in fights, and when I was a kid, I didn't like.
Should I make my own chat?
Fights. Yeah, just invite us full.
Okay. To everybody
Broke
joining us
something on
live
accident.
right now on YouTube, we are simply waiting for the qualifying to be completed, and then we will bring you live coverage of the 2019 NOSSCAR MotorMaster Series Championship race.
Qualifying, boys.
at
Good luck.
Homestead-Miami.
Nothing.
And during the race, you guys will be able to hear the input from the final four drivers themselves.
Oh Lord, I heard my voice.
Info, Nick Don Francesco, Anthony Trippi, and Dakota Bro. Open communication, open season.
That's a good
Good
movie,
luck,
Open
boys.
Season.
It's gonna be tight. Good luck, guys. Seriously, let's
I watched Open
let's give them a
Season in the
show.
hall.
This is gonna be good.
I was watching Open Season in the hall with the woman before the race. That's a good movie.
Just a fair warning, I watched Cars 3 last night, and I know how to run the figure 8. We can make this happen.
Can we just run the,
I
can we
just
just run the
figured I'd throw it out
Homestead
there.
Road course
Fuck
instead?
that. Let's go to the Roval.
Language.
Sorry.
Oh, good. I guess it's
Let's
championship.
go to let's go to Martinsville.
This is gonna be a
championship.
fun race.
This is gonna be
Oh, good
awesome,
luck,
yeah.
So does that mean we can swear?
No.
Dang it! I wanted to
By the
tell him
sounds
so
of
that he
it,
was a bum
qualifying
when he
has
hit the apron.
begun. Nearly 20 drivers on the track at Homestead looking to lay down the quickest time they can.
Oh, and I'm getting wrecked in qualifying. What's new?
Jeez, you
Yeah,
talking about wrecking? Oh my
Shadow
God, I'm
is
flipping.
coming. Good thing damage is off for qualifying.
Yep.
Stay in it.
I had nowhere
Praise
to go
hell, praise
until I was up
Dale.
against the wall.
I was stuck, man. I almost flipped everything.
Yeah, and NASCAR King was trying to stay on Keith's back bumper, and
me and
Keith
That's
Shadow
my
got
car
into
ever.
it.
Well, geez, give me that boost.
Well, yeah, this car is loose. This dude's not giving me any room.
I don't know. That's Larson, is it?
Nope.
You know, get your bum up here.
Dakota Bro in the 00 advanced to the round of 4 by only 6 points over Jade Burr in the number 28 car. It was a battle basically based on the stage points and the points that Dakota held over Jade Burr heading into the ISM Raceway event. He had a 14-point cushion heading into that event.
Oh.
That's what was able to keep him in front of Jade Burr despite having the engine
Whoa,
failure.
stranded. My bad, buddy. I seen you get loose in front of me.
Just get back here and let's draft to get a good lap.
How many times am I going to wreck?
I don't know. I had nowhere to go. Came
I'm
down.
coming back stranded.
I can't help it. I was sideways going left.
Oh, good.
Shout out to Nicholas Kindler, watching the live broadcast, getting ready to watch the MotorMaster Monday main event, the championship race.
What you should do now is drop in between me and Steve-O.
I might have to run a different race because this car's a little I don't mind.
A shout out as well to
Oh, I got
NOSSCAR
loose.
Vice President Caitlin Lohr, watching tonight's broadcast, wishing
Oh,
all
appreciate you,
4 championship contenders good luck.
I have a 31.7. That's pretty slow though.
A what?
31.7.
Oh, jeez. You know what? Screw it.
Don't
You
do
only
it.
live once.
Don't do it.
You only live once.
What are you doing? Something stupid, I guess.
Pardon me.
Stay wide. Nope, I ain't doing it.
If you're just joining us on YouTube, qualifying is underway. When it is
Somebody in
complete,
that front porch and get
bringing
the
you
pole.
live coverage of the championship event.
2 to go in qualifying.
Ah.
We still haven't got a good lap in.
It's the mecca of all MotorMaster Monday main events. It's the final MotorMaster Monday of 2019, sadly. It's been a heck of a season. It's been a whole lot of fun watching from up here in the commentary booth. It's going to be an honor to have the final 4 drivers communicating with us while they race.
Okay, that's one way how to get out of my way.
I was afraid to ask. Info, what did you do?
I didn't do nothing.
huh?
I guess a lap down car just hit somebody in front of me and got him out of my way for me. So I mean, you know.
31.6 is my
Red
fastest
yellow.
lap. I just got milked by Craze to call it.
Napa, if you don't get pole, we're gonna have a little chat.
We don't want.
Cause I
I
know you got
guarantee you,
some.
we don't have.
Yeah, let me ask you
It
guys
is a-
this. It's the championship race, and there's bound to be a couple of wrecks or a couple of drivers that make a slip-up or a mistake in front of you. So are you guys going to play it safe for a long time here, or the whole time?
I'm gonna do whatever I need to keep me in the front.
Depending on where I qualify, I might.
I'm
That's why I
probably
do-
about a mid-pack right now.
I hope I don't be.
If
in
I'm
mid-pack.
mid-pack, I'm gonna be cautious, but if I'm up front,
Let's see.
I'm gonna run up for what she's
I
got.
finished
If I'm in
third at
mid-pack,
Texas.
I'm done for.
If I
Sounds
finish,
like
I
it
finished
kind of
third at
depends on where you
Texas.
qualify. Very good.
I finished third at Texas by just chilling in the back of the Force 2 stage, and I won the last race by doing the same thing. So, honestly,
Good luck, everybody,
I just
again,
do it
yet
again.
again. Good luck.
Yep, good
Let
luck
me
to you
know
too.
kindly who won the poll for me once it tells you.
I know I definitely didn't get it. They're running
Someone
31.6.
please tell me where I'm at too, as I'm taking care of the track and shit.
You're in 16th.
Yeah, I hope. If I'm in 16th, I'm really being cautious.
We're
I'm
starting
waiting for everybody to
17th.
wreck.
We're starting 14th, 15th, 16th, and 17th.
I'm about to find out. Let me know.
And the portfolio of 5. The first 4 all together for a good 5 laps.
I
got second.
Ayers
Key.
got pole.
I got 10th. Wow.
I got
Alright.
second.
Then Napa, man. I'm
Oh
in
look,
eighth.
that's
I'm in
from the
middle of
outside
pack.
lane.
Alright,
I mean-
so main stranded, it's between main stranded right now.
I mean, it doesn't matter. It's only the final stage that matters.
Me and Dino's gonna get wrecked.
Yep. Hey, get Ty an invite, guys.
Yes, sir. Who
That
got the
is-
pole?
Ayers,
Keith.
Keith,
Ah, Keith with 2 pole awards in a row
don't join
tonight.
yet. There you go. Join.
Join? Okay.
We're racing now. Should be loading out.
Okay. On my way, folks. We're about to bring you live coverage of the 2019 MotorMaster Series Championship
Tim partner.
race.
Pick
Hey,
was good
time
here.
out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm doing what you wanted me to do, by the way.
What's that? Oh, okay, perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You
I
are
have
the
rich
man.
crackers and Hershey chocolate milkshake in my room right now.
I just took a nice cold sip of nice cold Dr. Pepper, and let me tell you, I'm ready to go, boys.
What
Nice.
does it say? Sponsored by Apple.
My drink of choice for when I'm racing in NOSCAR is Pepsi.
Pepsi?
Yeah, a can of ice cold Pepsi. Right now I'm having a glass.
Fancy on the rocks.
Napa?
It's
I'm just saying
championship
this
night.
one.
I almost
Don't
had
do
some
anything stupid on
champagne.
the
Instead, I
restart.
got a bottle of martini sitting over here.
I'm taking E3 last.
Oh, I'm behind Steve-O. Hopefully, we should be okay.
We're on our way to Homestead-Miami Speedway. The drivers are coming to the green flag right now. We'll be there to see it in a matter of moments. Keith Ayers on the pole in the 16 Ford Mustang. Not a Final Four
Steve-O
driver.
got sideways. He wrecked.
Oh, that just ruined me. I know it's gonna get wrecked in the middle of the pack.
Uh-oh, yeah, Stephen Corley in the 5 got out of shape in turn 2. Got into the side of
Oh, wreck
Info
right in front of me, and I missed it. It's me and Napa and stranded up front with Keith.
You're right. Here's the battle for the lead. We're live at Homestead-Miami Speedway. You're watching the 2019 championship race at Homestead-Miami Speedway. On NASCAR Heat 3, this is insane. Anthony Trippi in the 22, out front of Nick Don Francesco. Keith Ayers in 3rd, Dakota Bro in 4th. Final 4 contenders running in 1st, 2nd, and 4th. And Info, unfortunately, was involved in that mid-pack incident with Stephen Corley, but he'll be back up there in no time. You wait and see.
I don't think so. If y'all want to pass me, go low. I got messed up engine.
Right now, Info running in the 8th position, just to give you an update on him. 20 laps to go in stage 1.
I got below Keith.
Got 3 Fords and 1 Chevy.
Battle for the lead and a battle for 3rd. Both of them side by side. Coming out of turn 2.
I gotta get the high line, but I can't get it.
Dakota tucked up in line
Inside
with
Napa.
Nick.
Inside, guys.
What turn are y'all at?
Coming up
Turn 4.
forward.
Hitting the finish line.
Oh, there's where you going, buddy.
I lifted.
At this point, Info might need to stay in the draft with somebody in order to hold on to some track position.
Keith is coming back.
There's Info in the 88. Just to give you an update on where he is now, he's running in the 13th position, still on the lead lap. But we're going to go back up to the front now. Anthony Trippy leads. Dakota Bro with a power move to take second. Keith trying to take third from Don Francesco. And a little bit of contact maybe between the 22 and
Got
double
loose.
zero.
Do I cut you off a little bit or no?
No, I nudged you. When I nudged you, the ass end came around on it. You're good.
11 cars coming. Is he not going on a playoff driver? What are you doing? Come on.
I'm gonna try and get around Keith going into one, maybe. I'm
Shout
pushing him.
out to Jordan Roughton. He's watching the live broadcast on YouTube, and he says, "Get that W98."
Thank you.
Below the 16.
I
That's
did
the
my
most
best.
casual response ever.
There is the 98. We're looking at him. Nick Don Francesco running in 5th. He just got passed by Curtis Fields in the 11 Chevy Camaro. He's not a playoff driver. He's running in 4th right now, though, having a strong run. Keith Ayers and Curtis Fields are the meat and the playoff driver sandwich right now, running 3rd and 4th. Oh, Curtis got the apron. Don Francesco went underneath him, made the pass. Curtis might lose the draft with the front 4. And again, though, he ran up on them with no drafts, so he might have something here at Homestead.
I think I'm on the wrong preset, but I can't tell.
Yeah, because I can't hear something you're in the
Yeah.
Keith's gonna try and run me on the bottom. Gonna try and stay in your draft. Yeah, I pulled him down the straightaway.
Look at this action. It's hard to leave the battle for the lead. Coming up on a lap
Ooh,
car.
Nick got him. Nick got him. Clear.
You know, I got his head off the floor, so it's 25.
Still 2 by 2. It looks like on my screen going into turn 1 for 3rd place. There he goes. He completes the pass, and now the final 4 drivers own the top 3 spots. And Info running in 4th, trying to nurse that car to the end of stage 1 with some front end damage. There you see him. A little bit off the pace right now.
Pushing you all the way through that turn, son.
I just need to
Behind
put in
Sean
fixes. I
Lucas
fixed
in
it way
the
too
7th.
tight.
There's Cameron Norton in the 15 on the lead lap, having a good run.
Ooh,
Steve
22.
we got loose.
Somebody.
That was Joshua Colm-Diaz in the 90 going 1 lap down to the race leaders. Now they're going to go to the outside of Kenny Adair in the 36.
Slowed me up a little bit. I'll get to
Kenny.
run off 4.
Kenny won the Homestead race here in the Truck Series, was not a Final 4 driver, but emerged victorious. Got the
Remember,
call
we
to
have to
drive
pick
the
one time
36 here
this
today.
stage.
Anthony Trippi out front. If everything were to hold station right now, he would be crowned your 2019 champion. Dakota Bro running in 2nd. Nick Don Francesco running in 3rd, trying to change that. They've got Keith Ayers right there with them. Curtis Fields has lost the draft with them, but he is the driver running in 5th. I'd say about a 2.5 seconds behind this battle for the lead.
Inside.
Dakota looking for the lead here. Now Don Francesco looking low going into turn 3. Keith Ayers ran a little bit too high there through 3 and 4. Found the
That
wall
bumpy?
a little bit. Now we've got a car coming to pit road. It's Nick Don Francesco
Next time,
surrendering
do you know what I'm putting next
the
time?
3rd position.
Okay.
That'll begin the green flag cycle of pit stops here in stage 1. Anthony Trippi, Dakota Bro, both coming to pit road. Keith Ayers stays on the racetrack. He's going to lead this lap. Curtis Fields in the 11 on pit road as well. So is Joshua Colm-Diaz in the 90 car with a whole lot of front-end damage to that Chevy Camaro, making his final start in the number 90 Chevy Camaro. He'll be moving to the number 60 next season.
I didn't get my full adjustments in. This is gonna suck. How long's your pit stop there back then, Nub?
8-3.
Thomas Geyer.
Oh, you took 2 times. Okay.
Battling with Alex Tesdall in the 2 with Cameron Norton right there with him, and Sean Lucas in the 7. Thomas either got the apron or he's out of fuel. I'm not even too sure. He is coming to pit road, that's for sure, but slowed down an awful lot there before doing so. Right now there are a number of drivers have not come to pit road yet. The cycle of pit stops has not completed right now. I believe Dakota Bro, for example, is running in the 10th position.
I'm in 11th.
Okay.
Getting right past Keith for 10th. Passing Keith now. 10th.
So Info 9th. Dakota Bro in 10th.
He's in 8th.
This is all going to cycle through here.
Info's in 8th.
Excuse me.
There's Info running in 8th in the 88 machine.
Stranded's in 12th. I'm in 10th.
Keep in mind,
Yeah,
Info has not come to pit road yet. He might be playing some sort of strategy here. Or did he? Did he come to pit road already?
No, he hasn't. I don't think so.
See the same type of front end damage I saw earlier. Oh yeah, no, he's yet to make his pit stop. It's still there.
He probably pitted but didn't repair his damage all the way or something.
I don't believe so. Getting a report, 88 has not come to pit road. Here's an update on Joshua Colm-Diaz. The front end damage to his race car doesn't look like he bothered to repair it under this first round of pit stops in stage 1. Gamble and try to
Catching
complete the
Larson
rest
for
of these
7th.
laps.
Ooh, I got into him a little bit.
Dakota Bro
Had a
completes
lift.
the pass.
Keith caught me though. I lost a lot of ground. I got loose.
Keith got all sorts of loose coming out of that corner. Turn 4. Had to chase it down the track and had to chase it back up.
Getting ready to go around Info.
Yeah, we got a battle for position here with the 88 and the 00. It's a battle for 6th. Info yet to come to pit road. Might be some sort of strategy involved here. Was given very little choice. Was involved in that incident at the very beginning of the
Free
race.
to go.
He has not had an opportunity.
No one can pit from now on.
Yeah, and when the leader crosses the line to make it 2 to go, pit road is closed.
Pit road is closed.
Yep.
It's only 30 good. We got one more.
Well, the leader's all the way back there behind you somewhere.
Still, we haven't seen Sean Lucas come to pit road yet. He's in the 5th position.
No, Twizzy is. Twizzy just pitted. No Luck is in 4th. Shadow 3rd.
Ah, okay. See, it keeps changing as I go here.
On the wall.
Oh, big wreck over there.
Shiny
It's
guy
Thomas
caught up.
Geyer in the 42, and he's actually now off the track, so that incident has put the 42 out of the race here today at Homestead.
It looks like air just slammed into him in my screen.
Yeah, Keith probably lagged into
Last
him.
lap.
Well, now I have damage on me in the back. That's nice.
White flag is in the air for these drivers. The next time by, they will see the green and white checkers to signal the end of stage 1 right now.
Laura Highnappel.
I was since they get in the bottom. It's already got the time.
Big No Luck is out of fuel. I will be probably taking 4th over coming out of turn 4. Shadow is out of fuel. He's dropping.
So Alex
Ooh, I'm in the
Tesdall,
wall.
Sean
Never
Lucas
mind.
still on the track.
Never mind.
I can't believe that they
Got
stretched
pissed.
the fuel.
Take a picture, boys. Take a
Take
picture.
a picture of the top 5, guys.
Okay.
Even if you miss the first window or whatever,
Wait,
get to the
stage
top
points
left.
count?
It does for the non-Final Four guys, so yeah, I need those.
Okay.
Doesn't count for the Final Four drivers. Simply the best finishing Final Four driver is your champion. And I believe that it was Kenny Adair in the 36 winning the stage. Am I right?
Armstrong.
Oh, wow. Jason Armstrong. And then Cameron Norton. Alex Tesdall. Sean Lucas and Dakota Bro, your top 5. Keith Ayers, Nick Donfrancesco, Info, Peyton Larson, and Dash, the rest of your top 10. The strategy worked for Info in the number 88 machine. He's on the lead lap. He was able to survive stage 1, fight another stage.
I got to repair 11 seconds of damage, so I don't know where that's going to put me.
Well, there's only going to be 12 cars on the lead lap, I think, for this
14.
restart.
14.
14,
Good
okay.
Lord, I'm still in the middle.
15. It's 15.
15 cars on the lead lap for the restart, and we've got 17 cars left on the racetrack, I believe. Green flag back in the air, stage 2 of the championship race.
I don't like this. I do not like the middle at all. Oh, he just sent you. Woo-hoo-hoo. Careful. Oh!
Anthony got a bit out of shape, and he went up the track into Peyton Larson a little bit. Contact with Info was made, but a beautiful save by Anthony in the
we gotta start
22.
doing some like being in a situation.
I didn't do anything. Shadow just decided to be that guy and she run me down to the apron and try to wreck me.
Now
Yeah, he
for
did put you down.
Oh man, that's getting crazy.
I mean, if he wants to race me like that, then I guess he'll get the 16 back when I get to him. I'll give him a bumper move him. You want to try to wreck me? That's fair game.
Keep your eye on the 00. Oh, Curtis Fields got out of shape, and he got into the side of Dakota, and now he's wrecked in front of Jason Armstrong and several others.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Stranded just went down or something.
Yeah, we just lost Anthony Trippi out of the chat with us. Lost communications with the 22.
Dash is giving no room whatsoever.
Dash is making it 3 wide for the lead. Keith is up on the outside. Now he tucks in line behind the 86. Dakota Bro, the only Final Four driver
Got loose.
up there fighting
Keith
for
got
the lead.
into me and hit the wall.
Oh, man. Now he's got company for 3rd. Now that leaves Dakota and Dash to fight for the lead for right now. Anthony back in the chat with us. Still on the racetrack though, right?
No, somebody logged into my account and kicked me off.
What? What do you mean somebody logged into your account?
One of my friends logged into my account and kicked me offline.
Oh, man. Oh, that's horrible.
Come on, dog. Don't make it worse on me right now.
Anthony Trippi in the 22 out of the race. 2 wins in the round of 8, advancing to Homestead, and man, unfortunate circumstances for the team, the 22 team.
I'm going to bed. I'm calling my girlfriend going to bed. I'm done.
Good try, brother. Solid season for Anthony Trippi. He has left the communications with us. Had a great race going, was involved in that incident. Evidently one of his friends signed in on his account, and that didn't work very well for his internet connection. And in the world of online racing, we call that an engine failure. And that's what the 22 team has suffered here in the championship race. Definitely the very last race you want to have a problem like that in. But back to the action, folks. Dakota Bro leads. Right now, he's in position to win this championship. Nick Donfrancesco in 2nd. They are Final Four drivers. Keith Ayers just lost 3rd to Dash. Joshua Colm-Diaz in the 90 up into 5th all of a sudden. That is your top 5. The next closest round of 4 driver is Info. He's running in 9th.
I entered too low in that corner.
There's Info, not too far behind Sean Lucas and the number 7, his teammate. 6 wins this season for Info. 6 wins also for Dakota Bro and the Double Zero. They have the most wins this season. It's been a career
If I
year
just
for
avoid
both
the
those drivers.
wrecks, I would be up there. I can't avoid the wrecks.
Dash made a nice move for second on Nick Don from Sesco. Keith Ayers still in the thick of things there, along with Joshua Colby, as we saw Josh in the 90 car get involved in an incident early in this race. He has recovered nicely here in stage 2, running in 5th.
That's the kind of turn I need. Kinda. It's like a really good deal.
Oh, washed up, almost got in the wall. He gained on me on that one.
Sure do.
20 comments on the championship video. Everybody on YouTube, thank you for joining us. The 2019 NASCAR MotorMaster Series Championship race is live broadcasted on NASCAR Heat 3 on the PlayStation 4 console, and live broadcasted on the YouTube channel here, NASCAR Series Racing. Hit the subscribe button to catch all the action from all 15 of our online racing leagues across 6 different video games and 3 consoles. We've got t-shirts, we've got stickers, we've got everything. We've got prizes for the champions. Visit NOSSCAR.com for more details. Who here wants a NOSSCAR coffee mug? I know I do. That's my next thing.
I see you, Napa. At the last second, my bad, bro.
Oh! And a big hit for the 9080s around with front end damage over there. In the grass, trying to get it fired up and going in the right direction, and now he's moving.
I thought I had enough room to clear you. You came too quick. That's my bad.
Sorry. Still on it.
That's a
I got
tough
dashed
break.
on my ass now.
There was an incident with Jason Armstrong and Keith Ayers a moment ago, and that allowed Info in the 88 to pick up a couple of spots. He's now up into the 6th position, trying to recover from an earlier incident that was not of his fault.
I don't know who the last car lap down is.
I believe 15 cars started on the lead lap for stage 2, but one of them since then has gone off the track, and that is one of the final 4 drivers, the 22.
I just gotta make sure I can make another 6 laps.
6 laps to go in stage 2.
Oh, I nudged the wall coming out of 4. Cash got around me on the outside.
So I got about half my track to set the turn 2.
Jeff Grady in the 51 car having a good race. He's inside the top 10 on the lead lap.
Back on his bumper. Gave him a bump.
Dakota Bro,
5 to go.
Dash, both of them
4 to
battling
go.
for the lead. 4 laps to go. Thanks, buddy. At Homestead. Camaro versus Mustang. The Mustangs have been looking good this season in the MotorMaster Series. They've been looking good so far for the 2019 Platinum Cup Series season on Heat 3 as well. And not to mention, the Mustang team has been on fire as of late on Gran Turismo Sport and the NASCAR GT Cup Series.
Moved up, slide job.
Woo!
3 to go.
Double Zero out front.
6.
Now I want to remind remind everybody at home, the stage points don't matter for the final 4 drivers. It's simply the best finishing driver amongst the championship contenders that will be crowned the 2019 champion. But everybody wants to win a stage, right?
Two to go.
The road is closed. Let me know if you see anyone venturing down in that direction.
Oh no, I might go on down. Oh, I hope not.
If you're just joining us
Pinged
on
it off turn
YouTube,
4 wall, he tapped me. Oh.
side-by-side contact was made
Last
there in
lap.
3 and 4. The white flag has been shown to these drivers. They're fighting for the stage win here in stage 2.
I survived.
Tapped him high.
Oh, they're still side-by-side. Back straightaway now. Is this how it's going to be at the end of the race? Maybe 2 of the final 4 championship drivers. What a move by Dakota there in 3 and 4. He clears Dash. Dash has a big run. Does he have enough time? They're coming to the line. Dakota
Take a
got him.
picture.
Yeah, picture of the top 5 for me, guys. Thank you. I appreciate
I haven't
that.
crossed the line. Yeah.
Last stage, guys. May the best man win.
Oh man, I can't believe it's come down to this. This is the final stage of the 2019 season. This is what it's all about. This is what everybody has been working so hard for the first 32 races of the season. It's been a grind. It's been a long 17 weeks for these drivers. Keep your eye on Dakota Bro in the 00, Nick Don Francesco in the 98, and Info in the 88. Those are the 3 final 4 drivers that are left on the racetrack. The 22 of Anthony Trippi had an engine failure and is off the racetrack and out of the race. We're hoping for a very clean first few laps here in the final stage. Get everyone sorted out and spread out.
Get these tires warmed up, boys.
I hope
Good
I'm
luck.
pray to God I don't get caught up in something.
16
You
cars
will.
left
I
on
mean,
the track,
that-
19
that's
started.
another play.
Green flag. Final stage of 2019. They thunder into turn 1. Dash and Dakota fighting for the lead. Info pushing Dash. Cameron Norton pushing Dakota. Man, they were 4 wide for a moment there, and there was nowhere for them to go, and there's a bit of a wreck because of it. No playoff drivers involved. Keith Ayers, Jason Armstrong, Sean Lucas, Stephen Corley,
The whole
Alex
field
Tesdall in the 2, Joshua
Oh,
Cole
they hit the
Diaz,
line.
and Keith
I hit the
Ayers all
line.
involved.
I hit the line, got loose. Bowman got around me. It's Dash, Bowman, me, Info.
Oh man, so it's on. The chase is on. Dash is the leader. Cameron Norton is in second. I can't believe it. He's having a heck of a run. He was so confident about Homestead tonight, and now I'm starting to really believe him. And I think we just saw Peyton Larson in the 19 against the inside wall, and he's not very happy with the 2 car apparently. But the final 4 drivers, they're running in 3rd, 4th, and 6th. Dakota Bro and Info and Nick Don Francesco. Why do your names rhyme? All 3 of them. All 3 of them. Just to break the ice, it's so tense right now.
I needed that left, thank you.
You're welcome. You're very welcome, yeah. This is a heck of a battle for the lead we're watching. 2 non-playoff drivers that don't have
Catching
wins
them.
this season either. Yeah, you're right.
Come
You
on,
are
Info.
catching them.
Hook up.
And is that Jeff Grady in 5th?
Jay Twizzy, yeah.
What a run he's having. Got a top 5 earlier this season as well.
Scared me a little bit here.
He might be your best chance at running the top 4 down.
I'm in their draft.
Oh, someone got out of shape there. And, oh, they're coming off pit road, rather. It's Keith Ayers in the 16. Couldn't catch a break here in this race. Now the front 4 are locked together.
Hopefully he can stick with me.
Now Nick Don Francesco trying to make a move for 5th position there.
Bowman hit the apron. He slid up. Oh, I can't get under him though. I lifted. Still blowing.
Down the back straightaway now, side by side. Oh, maybe not. He tucks back in line. I think there's a bit of a delay for what I see and what you see, so I'm trying to be careful here.
Inside of him.
Yes, sir. Going down the front stretch now, hitting the line now.
A lot of drivers upset about something.
I got out of the throttle. I'll give him some room. Not trying to peer pressure this early.
I'm gonna need some kind of major thing going on here. Who's 3rd?
They both got into the wall going into 3.
So the top 4 trying to run away with this thing. Nick Don Francesco in the 98 has passed Jeff Grady for 5th position, and he's, I don't know if he's gained any ground or not, but he hasn't lost any, I don't think, either. The top 6 are kind of in a zone of their own. You got to go quite a ways back to find the driver in 7th.
Bowman hit the line.
What is he doing? What is he doing?
Oh, info out of control. Front straightaway, 3 wide now. Cameron Norton gets split. He's going to go back to 4th. Dakota to 2nd. Info to 3rd. That scared a few of us.
Dashed almost hit the wall. I'm gaining on him.
Dash might have overdrove there, realizing the opportunity to break that threshold with the draft. The draft is so powerful in this game. Maybe he thought he could break the threshold and get away, start walking away. Overdrove, brushed the wall. Here come the top 3. Excuse me, the next 3, rather. The rest of the top 4.
I'm just patiently waiting.
Pit road beginning to be a little bit busier than it was a couple of laps ago.
How long is the fuel run, do you remember?
I think 18.
Yeah, it's like 17 to 21 if you're really saving, but I think if you lifted a lot here, you would lose too much time, but I'm not sure. Joshua Colm-Diaz just pit. Curtis Fields as well in the 11. The 90 was in the top 5 for a while there in stage 2, having a good run, but he was involved in that big incident.
Got blown. Nudged him coming out of 4.
There's Nick Don Francesco losing ground out of the front 4, still running in 5th within striking distance in the final stage. Gonna go back up front now to the battle for the lead. Dakota Bros side by side with Dash. Dash, a non-playoff driver. Part-timer, showed up and began racing later in the season.
Slide job. Oh.
Dakota drifted up into the 86. The 88 bumped the 15. The 15 went back up the track and into the 86. The 2 final 4 drivers escaped. Nick Don Francesco is going to get around both of those 2, and he's going to go to 3rd, but he's got no help when it comes to the draft at this time. Wow. Now looked like the 00 drifted up into the side of him and into the side of the 15, I think, or no, the 86 rather, of Dash, and triggered a couple things there. Info missed that just barely. I don't know how his car didn't go flying to the left when the 15 bumped
Car
him.
got loose, and then as soon as I got to saving it, it tightened up real quick in the center. I couldn't do nothing about it. I tried to get into the brake, and it just slid more. I'm sorry for that team. I really didn't feel like that was a good run. We were racing real good there for a while.
Bowman is lagging.
Uh-oh.
Maybe that was the cause of what happened. I don't really know.
Battle for the lead. Final 4 contenders fighting for the lead. The 88 and the 00 side by side going into turn 1. Info led that lap.
I might slide up this thing.
Nope, you're not clear.
It's hard to keep the car down to the inside, especially without losing all your momentum. It's a very fine line. You gotta walk, because you don't want to drift up into the car beside you either, and these cars do get tight at random times. Pit road beginning to fill up. Nick Donfrancesco for one. Dash for another. Cameron Norton, you're right, he is having some connection problems. He's bouncing around a little bit. Oh, contact made between two of the drivers fighting for the championship.
I got loose.
Woo! Dakota fighting an ill-handling race car the older the tires get.
This thing's shoving like a Mack truck, Ty.
You want to send in your resignation?
We're gonna put this one in the history books, guys. I will make the most wins if I win this in this series, win the championship, and have the most wins this series.
You know what? You're right. This would be like a storybook way for the season to end for you, especially because you're right.
And my first championship.
First NOSCAR championship. You'd hold the record for most all-time MotorMaster wins, and you would hold the record for most wins in the 2019 season. That's a heck of a way to cap it all off, Dakota.
I'm trying. I'm fighting this car left and right.
You're fighting one of the
I'm
best.
going down to the pit this lap.
The two drivers that have 6 wins this season are the ones battling for the win right now. The ones that have had the most success.
We can make it probably with 2 more stops.
I ain't listening.
Info, bold move, stays out for another lap. Dakota comes down pit road.
Pickle, don't do it. Pickle, don't do it. Thank you.
Yeah, Kenny will let you go, but sometimes he just doesn't know that you're there. If you fly up on him and immediately make a move, sometimes he's just not ready for that. You kind of need to wait a second and then make your move sometimes with him. Kenny won the Homestead race for the 2019 Truck Series event. Was not a Final Four driver, but emerged victorious that day, parked it in victory lane, got the call today to race this one because of that. He's been having a pretty good day. Info on pit road. Info's got the car, he just doesn't have the track position. Needs to make something happen somehow. Easier said than done.
Did you take 2 tires, Napa?
Nope. Strategy call. Get back in this race for the championship.
Jeff Grady stayed out a couple of extra laps to lead a few. He was in the 6th position when he did that. And before the green flag cycle of pit stops began, rather. Now he surrenders the lead and comes down pit road, and I'm not quite certain if we're completely cycled through yet or not.
Twizzy and Nolan's left with that.
Okay. Yeah. Scoreboard. 51's on pit road, that's Twizzy. And here comes Sean Lucas in the 8 car literally now. So they're both on pit road. And that's going to give the lead to Don Francesco in the 98 car, it looks like.
Yep, sure it is.
There he is. He's got company. He's got his teammate Dakota Bro there, and there was an interesting discussion before this race began. Throwing the teammate-ship, the partnership out the window. The gloves are off here at Homestead is what it made it sound like. But it's been
I
very
will say
clean
this, me and Napa has battled a lot this season, and I've had one good-ass teammate. If Napa gets it, I'd be happy for him.
Be glad to celebrate that if I get this done.
And Cameron Norton suffered an engine failure here. He was having connection issues throughout the race. You saw him bouncing around a little bit earlier on the front straightaway. And evidently it has finally come to an end for the number 15 team here at Homestead-Miami Speedway. He was in the top 3 fighting for the lead not too long before the cycle of green flag pit stops began, and he was very confident about this Homestead race. So tough break for him because he definitely came out and proved that he had some speed here today. Proved he was a threat for the win.
Yeah, too much speed. His car couldn't handle it.
Right, and it just blew up on him. Smoke out the pipes.
Did you have a bad pit stop or something?
Now he got loose coming out of the pits.
I was trying to stay out of Dino's way.
Oh.
Well, the final 4 drivers always seem to rise to the top after the green flag cycle of pit stops. The final 4 are running inside the top 3. Nick Don Francesco in the 98, Dakota Bro in the 00, Info in the 88. All 3 of those drivers are contenders for the championship tonight. The 4th driver, Anthony Trippi in the 22, suffered an engine failure earlier in stage 2. Completely took him out of this championship event. Had a strong car too. All 4 of you guys have very, very fast race cars. If you guys are just joining us on YouTube, the other voices you're hearing are the final 4 contenders themselves, folks. Nick Don Francesco, Dakota Bro, and Info
Napa got loose.
are in here.
Sure did. You had all kinds of sadness there.
Knock knock, says Dakota.
Right?
We've seen a lot of this season. 98 and 00. Fighting for the lead. All sorts of different racetracks. ISM Raceway comes to mind. Quite a few of the short tracks.
Now you're clear.
New leader. Power move to the inside. The 00 Ford Mustang goes to the front. Both drivers looking for their first ever NOSSCAR championship. As is Info in the 88. As was Anthony Trippi in the 22. We're guaranteed a first-time NOSSCAR champion here tonight in MotorMaster Monday's main event.
Car is losing the grip in turn 3.
Handling of the race car beginning to go away for the championship contender in the 98 machine. Nick Don Francesco losing Dakota Bro just by a couple of car lengths here, but I believe he still has his draft.
Barely.
Info in 3rd in the 88 car. He is the other final 4 contender that is still on the racetrack. Running in 3rd, 3.1 seconds behind your race leader. Came so close to winning the 2018 NASCAR Platinum Cup Series Championship. Had a solid season in 2019 trucks. Now here he is in the final 4 for the 2019
Your heart beating out of your
NASCAR
chest
MotorMaster
yet?
Series.
Mine is,
My
yeah.
fucking heart's pumping, dude. I'm fucking pumping. I can feel my adrenaline, dude. This shit's nuts.
All 3 of us right here. Any mistake can help us. Any one of us make a mistake, someone's gonna capitalize on this.
23 laps to go until we crown a champion. Final stage of the 2019 season. 33rd and final race. It's been a grind over these last 17 weeks. first 32 races of the season were all preparation to get the drivers to the championship race, and in the final 4 round, these drivers were able to do that. We've seen a heck of a race here today. A couple of incidents here and there have really made these drivers have to work for it.
Getting her to lap 12.
Yeah, and a good example of that is Info in the 88. He was quite a distance behind in stage 1. He was probably going to go a lap down if he decided to make a pit stop. He saved some fuel, made it to the end of stage 1 without having to stop. He stayed on the lead lap, and that might have been the move of the race. Definitely kept him alive. And I'd also like to point out the gap is shrinking a little bit between the race leader and Info in the 88. Now that...
Dang! Time it!
My tires are also going away too.
He
though.
notices. He knows. What do you think he's looking at?
My fuel and the gap. Trying not
Well,
to
that ruins
mess
everything.
up. NASCAR King's running me hard, man.
Keith Ayers just made a pass on Dash. Both drivers were contenders for the win at one point in this race. Both drivers have some front-end damage that they're coping with until the end of this one. A couple of cars on pit road. That includes Jason Armstrong in the 78. He hit pit road perfectly. Whole lot of front-end damage, though. He might attend to that.
I think I'll take just a little just.
Damn, Joshua's running me hard.
I like to hear.
Put me up in the wall a little bit.
Yeah, I saw that. Joshua Colm Diaz fighting, scratching, clawing, biting to stay on the lead lap here. He's pulling Mike Tyson moves here. Still out front of the 00. He's getting the job done. Much to Dakota's displeasure, I'm sure.
I'm just riding, not trying to tear my shit up.
Pit road beginning to fill up. Under 20 laps to go. Cars on pit road. That includes Dakota Bro surrendering the race lead. Keith Ayers in the 16 on pit road as well. And there you see a whole parking lot of cars that are out of this race due to on-track incidents and engine failures. That include Peyton Larson, Alex Tesdall, Cameron
What's your
Norton,
pit stop, guys?
Anthony Trippi, Thomas Geyer, and more.
What was your time? No one gonna say? Alright, alright.
15.1.
Interesting, yeah, there's Dakota coming back on track in front of the 98, and there goes the 98. He's going to clear the 00 before they exit turn 2. He's going to get a couple of car lengths on him as well. Wow, look at how close they are. Hey, didn't I predict this? Didn't I tell a few people that it was going to be really close at Homestead? I don't know if you guys were in the chat or not, though. I know that Thomas Geyer was, and so was Curtis Fields.
Okay, we got a game happen.
No, you don't. Stay right there.
Nah, he'll fall off. He'll fall off, bro. Trust me.
How many laps to go?
I'll tell you in a minute.
Okay.
Should be like
13.
13 or 14.
Ooh, 13 laps to go. And we're fairly certain that these guys are all good to go to the end of this race, so it's literally going to be a battle. It's going to be a bout. It's going to be a Tilly. There's a lot of talk on social media about who's going to win this championship, and nobody really could give a very clear answer. It was talked a lot on Instagram and Facebook. A lot of fingers were pointed at Nick Don Francesco. A lot of fingers were pointed at the other two drivers right behind them. They've got 6 wins apiece. All 3 of these drivers total and tally up for 15 wins this season.
That's half the season.
Exactly.
Half the season just right here in your top 3.
Yeah, that's
and
no
we're all
surprise.
1, 2, 3 for the lead.
No surprise that you guys have kind of filtered to the front here, risen to the top over the course of this long run in this
How
final
was that
stage.
bump?
It's alright.
And Dakota with a big move to the inside for the lead. Info staying to the top though.
Woo!
Woo! Going into turn 1, 2 by 2. Might exit turn 2 with the lead. He's clear of the no, he's not. Oh, maybe. It's close. The bottom lane's going to prevail. Dakota goes to the lead. Info to second. Nick Don Francesco falls to third. They're clear of traffic. Nobody around them. Never mind, they might catch Jason Armstrong here before the end of this race.
Keep doing that. One more time. One more good time.
Info to the bottom, looking for the lead. Oh, man. Is it going to stick? We've seen these cars slide up a little bit sometimes.
Led that lap.
What a battle.
Oh, loose.
It might be a good thing for Info that the gloves are off for the 2 teammates, or else he might be getting teamed up on here.
Oh, don't say that. Never.
Oh, he bumped the 0-0.
I got loose.
What a save by the 98 and the 0-0. Oh my goodness. 10 laps to go. You guys are nuts.
7 to go.
Oh, excuse me, you're right. 7 laps to go, it's not 8?
It's 8 to go, my bad, yeah.
Okay, 8 laps to go.
Be 7 this time by.
Man, these laps are clicking off fast. We're coming around now to 7 laps to go. 7 laps left in the 2019 MotorMaster Series season. I don't know what I'm going to do on Mondays anymore.
Dirt Series.
Yeah, maybe. I won't be there. I got 1 dirt win, I guess, but I don't know. My best dirt track's Jefferson.
We could record it. It's going to be a lot of these drivers in the same. It's just dirt. Might as well record it.
I'll see you
Might as
there,
well
my
live
friend.
stream it. Five to 6 to go.
6 laps to go. You're right. The countdown is on. See, the draft is very powerful at Homestead. All 3 of these cars are very fast and evenly
Boom,
matched.
Napa.
Napa bumps the 0-0.
Crushing us, man.
The domino effect happened to the 88 machine. You're watching the battle for the championship. All 3 of these drivers are Final 4 drivers.
See, that was my plan.
I'm booked on Mondays. I don't know. Sorry, Dakota. I'll explain after.
Oh, really, Napa?
Whoa!
I was there.
A little bit of contact was made. Dakota still has their draft. They're side by side.
Yeah.
Nearly contact made. Coming around to 5 laps to go. Info charging hard back on the outside.
4 to go.
Excuse me, 4 laps to go.
Woo,
You're right.
Napa! God, he's throwing that stuff in there.
Dakota's
It's
on his
go
way
time,
back. It's not over. 88-98-00. Who's going to be your 2019 champion? 3 laps to go at the line this time by.
Oh!
Dakota Bro takes the lead and clears them both coming out of turn 2 there. Nick Don Francesco back to second, Info in third. It's going to be all about who can make a big run at the right time, but they're running out of time. When do they make the move? Do they get enough draft and enough of a momentum push to make the move? 2 laps to go.
I don't think I got the tires to do it.
Oh, an Info going to the inside on Nick Don Francesco for second, trying to make a charge on Dakota.
Last lap.
Final lap, white flag in the air for Dakota Bro in the 00. He had a terrible round of 8, struggled at times, had fast race cars, did not get the finishes he deserved. Fell out of the ISM race with an engine failure. Has failed to make the final 4 despite putting very successful seasons together.
And breaks many records and wins the son of a gun. Hell yes, boys. Hell yes.
Pictures of the results, please. Dakota Bro is your 2019 NOSSCAR MotorMaster Series champion. He now holds the record for the most all-time NOSSCAR MotorMaster Series wins with 9, breaks a 3-way tie with 2 Pro League drivers in the NASCAR Series, Slade
Won
and
that son
Fluffy.
bitch. I'm shaking so goddamn bad right now. Holy shit. Good
Congratulations.
Try
race,
to watch the
guys.
language
Good
if
race,
you can.
guys. I did that just in time. Heck yes. Woo!
Great job.
Congratulations.
God. Good race, Napa. Good race, Info. It was a hell of a
Good
race,
race.
guys. I bumped
You're
Napa
awesome.
and he bumped you, and I drove right in between you guys. That was perfect damn timing. I timed it just right.
I had to slow
Hell
down a lot at
yes.
that turn. I was about to spin out.
You can ask Napa. I timed it just right. Ding ding, domino affected it and drove right through the center. Look at that, boys. Hell yes. Woo.
What a way to
Hell of
end
a
it.
season.
The 3 drivers that combine for half of the wins this season, 15 wins this season between you 3. And you guys fought it out there in the final stage for what,
Ooh.
13, 15 laps?
And
What
I
a
had the
war.
fastest lap. And had
We
the
all had the
fastest
fastest.
lap. Woo!
We're the 3 fastest
Oh
cars in the race.
god.
You're right, fastest lap went to
Oh.
Dakota Bro, so nobody slipped on a banana peel today. He earned it.
Man.
Wow.
Hell of a finish, my guys. That is the best fucking race we've had all season. Oh my god. Oh, dude, my heart is out of my chest right now. God.
Alright, come on.
Whoo. I finally
Dakota.
broke the ice. Finally broke the ice.
Dakota, you've just won yourself a custom NOSSCAR champion t-shirt.
Man, hell of a season. Broke many records. Holy, whoo! Oh my
Most
God, I'm not
wins
gonna
in
be
the
able to sleep.
2019 MotorMaster Series
Won
season.
it.
Most wins all time with 9 wins.
Damn. Good race, you guys. Good race, man. That, oh my God. I gotta thank you guys, though. You guys stuck with me all season. Infoul, Stranded, Pickle, Napa, everybody, man. Heck yes. Even BJ Thomas, he helped me somewhat. I mean, there's a lot of them. Oh, wow. God.
You are a
I don't even know what to
NOSSCAR
say.
champion. It's not easy winning a NOSSCAR championship. What's going through your mind right now? How do you feel?
Third time's the charm. God. I ran short twice. Twice I ran too short and always been kicked out, and I've finally made it. All them wins, all them points, all them stage points, the consistency, it paid off. And it, oh my God, I got a little bit of tears coming from my eyes. I'm not even joking. That is crazy.
You wrapped
That was
the
a hell of a race, guys. Hell of a race.
You wrapped the season up with 7 wins, man. You had a strong season. That's nearly a third of the, well, it's about a fifth of the season.
Man, and I could have had many more if it wasn't for some of these engine failures, man. This 00 team worked their tail off this season. Many DNFs, many complications, but man, at the end of the day, we always drove it home. We didn't try and get out of it, and man, it prevails. Heck yes, man. Oh my God, oh wow. You guys got me on my damn toes.
Was there a point in this race where you thought maybe you threw it away or you didn't have a chance anymore?
When Napa got me with like 4 to go, I thought right there that was the end. And I could only hope and pray them two were racing hard enough that I could get in their draft, because I lost their draft. And I stayed calm, stayed patient, and I hit my mark every time, drove every corner perfect. I don't know if it was because I got mad at myself because I let it happen or what, but man, I just drove the wheels off that thing the last couple laps. I think me pitting later left me with the fresher tires, and that's what honestly helped. I think my strategy honestly did that. Napa pitted like 5 laps ahead of me. Info pitted like 3 laps ahead of me. My tires were the freshest, and I know they were, and that's probably why I got them last 2 laps. But them guys did good. Napa, congratulations, man, and you too, Infoul. Stranded the same. I hate to see him lose the way he did, but man, you guys are where it's at, man. This is some tough competition. This has been the toughest season I've ever went through, and man, just to pull it off, God, I'm shaking. God, holy, wow.
How are you going to go celebrate? What does Dakota Bro do to celebrate a victory in NOSSCAR? You've won many.
If it wasn't for me getting up here in about 6 hours, I'd probably sit here and drink a few beers. But honestly, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to sleep, man. My heart's out of my damn chest. It's beating so hard. After the last stop when we were all together, dude, my heart was racing so quick it wouldn't slow down. I couldn't breathe. I was hoping and praying, man, and that bump with 2 to go is what saved me. That bump into Napa to where it reflected into Infoul and them getting loose is what saved my race. And if I wouldn't have done that move, man, I doubt I could honestly get them. They were holding the same line. I mean, I had a faster car, I felt like, but man, they're so tough at competition, man. You can't even put this league into words, man. We have some of the best guys, anywhere from Fly, Keith, Jade, Napa, Infoul, I mean Kenny Adair. I mean, you don't hear his name very much, but man, he's there always at the end. You got Jay Twizzy, you got, numerous people, BJ Thomas, I mean, everybody, Fly,
Dash.
Everybody, man, Dash. Everybody is so tight and competitive, man. It makes it hard because them wrecks, man, a lot of them times when them wrecks happen, yeah, it could be from a bonehead move, but a lot of it is hard racing from us racing week in and week out with the same people, the same grudges, the same racing, and man, it gets so close in points from the start. The part where the playoffs took off, it was tight from then on out. I mean, it was tight all season to even for them guys at the bottom to even get into the playoffs. And I'm glad that I could be a part of this season and host it and be what I could to this league and put it where it needed to be. I mean, this is one close season, and you guys that didn't get it, I want you guys to feel proud, man. I honestly wouldn't have did it without you guys. And Napa, you're a hell of a teammate. And Fal, I know you weren't my teammate technically, but dude, you're one hell of a teammate too. I appreciate it, you guys. I really do.
Once again, excuse me, actually, I'm going to go to you now. Info, yeah, tell us what's going through your mind. You came very close to winning the championship tonight. You had 6 wins this season, very successful season, but as you just heard Dakota say, it was a tight season in terms of competition all season long. 6 wins, Final 4, you can't be disappointed, right? Not too disappointed anyway.
No, I'm not. It didn't matter who won the Final 4, because, I mean, these guys all deserve it either way. Even the people that did not even make it, like Dakota said, like, everybody's good, you know, at their own tracks, and there's specific people that are a lot better at these tracks compared to the others, and that's what makes it a whole lot better, because everybody has their own tracks that they could actually be up front and try to win the race. That's what I like about it.
How was your car feeling? We got to ask you that, because I don't know, we didn't see you mixing it up for the lead as much as some of the other Final 4 drivers. You had maybe more obstacles to overcome than any of the other Final 4 drivers, and you still nearly made it happen. Tell us how that means to you, what that means to you for your team to overcome all that, and tell us how your car was feeling.
We qualified in the middle of the pack, which is, you know, really not a good spot to be at, especially at the starts, and I knew that was going to happen. There was
yeah,
wrecks,
I barely escaped by that
but,
one. I'll give you that one.
Yeah, but
you made a hell of a comeback.
I knew that I had to figure something out, and I looked at the laps and the laps on my fuel, so I just figured I'd just save it, and hopefully I finish somewhere in like the top 10 at stage 1 so I could repair my damage. And still, even after repair, I had to get back in the middle of the pack, and I barely got through that one, and I got like 9th. So I had to figure out a way how to catch up, and somehow I was catching up by myself on the leaders, even in stage 2, which I really have no idea how, but that was crazy. Then at the beginning of stage 3, I started 4th, I believe, or 6th. Either way, I knew I had to make a big move because someone messed up at the restart, so I saw the lane open and tried to get the lead
I'm getting
right
ready to
off
roll
the bat. So.
Well, Info, every season that you've entered for NASCAR, whether it be Cup or MotorMaster or Trucks, you've won a whole bunch of races. 7 wins 2018 Cup, 6 wins 2019 MotorMaster, and I believe it's 3 or 4 or 5 for 2019 Trucks. You've done a heck of a job in your NASCAR career, and it's basically still early in it. It's just getting started for you, and I'm excited about your future. Good luck to you in your future races with us.
Thank you.
And now we're turning it back over to the champ. Any final words before we close? Oh, maybe he's already said them.
Yeah, there's like I said again, man, I want to thank everybody that raced with us. This season made it what it was because of everybody that participated, made it in every week, and made it what they could, but man, we're going to have another nice season coming up in between the Dirt Series and then when it ends, the pick back up in the MotorMaster and the Trucks. And it's going to be a lot of the same names you see now, and it's going to get more competitive. A lot of them guys that were new this season to NASCAR, they're picking up their game too, and they're getting faster every week. So, I mean, next season's, it's going to be game on, and I like the way this is set up, and I hope it stays this way. And man, hope it all prevails. And like I said, good job to everybody, and good job to Napa and MFAL for the run at the end, man. That's one of the best shows we put on. I mean, even beyond that, to me, beyond beats Napa's finish and I mean, that was just everything to me. You guys ran me clean. We ran as hard as we could, got into each other, but man, this has been a hell of a season. I'm glad you all stuck by me and helped me, and I want to send it off on a good note and say that we will be back, and next year it may be a redemption for another one.
Thanks very much for closing. Those were great words. And once again, from all of us here at NOSSCAR, the executives, the league hosts, the managers on each game, we all would like to congratulate you. You are the 2019 NOSSCAR MotorMaster Series champion. No one can ever take that away from you.
Hey, thank you. I tied a lot of records, and that's what I was trying to do. And I came here and I set a mission, and I did it.
You did fantastic. 00 Ford Mustang parks it in victory lane at Homestead-Miami Speedway and captures his first ever NOSSCAR championship, tops the MotorMaster all-time wins list with 9, and tops the 2019 season wins list with 7. And I couldn't agree more with everything Dakota said. The competition, the direction this league is going, everyone loved the way this season went from start to finish. The comments on our YouTube broadcast video right now are insane. I love the support that we're getting from the fans. I love the enthusiasm and the excitement that the drivers show when they win races and when they get good finishes. And we've got some of the best drivers on Heat 3. Noah Underwood, Dakota Bro, Nick DonFrancesco, Anthony Trippi, Jade Burr, Keith Ayers, BJ Thomas, Michael Birch, Trey Hollywood, Jason Armstrong, Kenny Adair, Stephen Corley. And then you got a whole bunch of drivers that entered later in the season, such as Curtis Fields and Dash and Angelo. Like, the list goes on, folks. Peyton Larson, Tony D. 2020 is going to be an amazing season. We would like to thank everybody who tuned in for the 2019 season. Once again, congratulations to Dakota Bro, the 2019 champion. MotorMaster Monday is in the history books for 2019. This was the final one for the year. Thank you for joining us, and until next year, unfortunately, and until this Friday for Platinum Cup, stay fast, folks.